So hey guys, welcome to Safe Talks episode number 4. So guys, in today's video, we are going to discuss all these topics. So out of that, first topic is floating boom. Okay, so now basically how it is related to safety. So see, it is related to marine safety, or you can say it's related to petroleum safety. Okay, so the other name of the floating boom can be the containment boom. Okay, so as you know that oil spill is a major hazard in the petroleum sector, petroleum industry sector. Okay, so whenever a oil spill occurs, wherever it is, especially in the offshore platforms, so we can use these floating booms and contain that particular oil spill. Okay, how means, for example, this is your particular ocean. Okay, so when you put that floating boom, okay, they will just float on the surface of the ocean. Okay, so whatever the oil it is there, it cannot travel outside the boom. Okay, they will be having certain thickness and certain height, so that particular oil which is floating on the surface of the ocean, they cannot cover, they cannot go the other side, so it will work like that. But now there are some problems also. What are the problems is that if you put that particular boom onto a ocean which is having very much what you can say disturbances on the surface of the water, then it may not be effective, because water is continuously moving up down, so that's why it cannot be effective at that time. But we have a lot of types of containment boom, or you can say floating boom, that can be applied to a different type of situations. Now, what are all the types of booms? First is your containment boom, second is your diversion boom, third is a deflection boom, and fourth is your extrusion boom. So I'll make a separate video on that. So we'll discuss all these booms more depthly in that particular video. Now, second is about flame arrestor. So yesterday one of our subscribers told us to make a video on that, okay, or to cover this particular aspect in the Safe Talks. So great suggestion first of all. So see, what is the meaning of flame arrestor is. So guys, as I told you in the first video of Safe Talks, one gate was there, that is called Abbott gate. Okay, Abbott gate, as well as MBAR and spark detection technology and extinguishment technology. So likewise, there is an instrument that is called flame arrestor. So what it will do is, for example, consider it is a pipeline. Okay, and this is your flame arrestor. So if anyhow in that pipeline some sort of spark is there, or some sort of fire is there, okay, which is traveling, okay, which is not ignited by anything, which is not identified by any of the instrument. So what this particular flame arrestor will do is, it will basically compromises of a quenching element. Now what is the meaning of quenching element? So this is a particular element in which the very small holes will be there. Okay, the structure of that particular flame arrestor will be like that. Okay, so this is your pipeline, this one will be your pipeline, and this is your quenching element. So when you take the quenching element, there will be small holes. So what is the work of these holes is to absorb the heat from that particular fire, because fire already having heat. So when the fire will be having very less heat, the heat which is required to ignite those flammable liquids and vapors, it will automatically be disrupted and it will not do its own work. Okay, so this is how it works. We will make a different video on that also, so we will discuss a type of that. Okay, so that is called particular quenching element, and the size of these holes which is inside present, that can be determined by the different type of fuel mixture, as well as depend upon the gases also. Okay, now if we come to the third, that is your muster point. Now what is the meaning of muster point? So see guys, it is very easy actually. As you know that when you have studied emergency response plan, okay, at that time there is an important concept that is called assembly point, that is called AP. So AP and muster point is pretty much simple. Okay, so in outer countries, well, when we go to other countries, at that time they frequently use the word muster station, as well as in the offshore platforms you will find that word. So okay, so it is a designated area where you need to accumulate in case of an emergency. Okay, so majorly you will find that particular muster point in the offshore platforms, but in the normal days also, for example in your buildings as well as in the complexes, you will find that also. So it is pretty much similar to the assembly area. So if you differentiate in between of them, then it means muster station is a point, a predetermined area where all people need to accumulate in case of emergency, or assembly point is the area where all the essential information or any emergency information will be delivered. Okay, so now fourth is very interesting topic guys, mayday call. Now those who are interested to regarding offshore safety, they will be interested in that topic. Now what is the meaning of mayday actually? Okay, so those guys who are interested in offshore safety, so at that time what happens is, if any offshore emergency came, for example in case of your aeroplane emergencies as well as marine emergencies, so in order to get help from someone, we need to use that word mayday. Now what is the meaning of mayday is help me out. It means help me. So when we do a mayday call, basically there is a strict procedure for that. So we'll discuss in a separate video about that, what is the procedure of mayday call. But in general, we need to tell it 3 times. Mayday, mayday, mayday. I want this help. I'm talking from there. Our coordinates, location coordinates are like that. Okay, so it's a basically, you can say it's a distress signal. It means we are in some problem. We need help. Okay, so basically it is majorly used by mariners as well as those pilots, those who are in distress. Okay, so as well as nowadays it is used by the police as well as firefighters also. It is very popular. Okay, next one is our topic is Christmas tree. So I think now it's October. Okay, 2 months left. So why we are discussing about the Christmas tree? So Christmas tree, basically we are discussing this particular topic with regards to oil and gas and petroleum safety. Petroleum safety. Okay. So when we talk about the petroleum safety, guys, at that time Christmas tree is a very important concept. Why means because this is a piece of equipment which is totally compromises of valves. If you just put the Christmas tree oil and gas in the Google, you will find that a lot of valves are installed in that. Okay. So what is the basic purpose of that is? Christmas tree is to regulate the flow from the well. You know that oil and gas well is there. Okay, so some amount of natural gas, oil as well as oil and water will be coming from there. So in order to regulate, in order to control that flow, we use that particular equipment. Okay, if flow is not controlled, then you know that what type of accident we can meet and what will be the conclusion of that. Okay, so in order to maintain that particular flow, we use Christmas tree. Okay, so guys, these are the 5 topics that I've discussed with you. As well as if you have any of the doubts with regards to these topics, you can put them in comment box. I'll be happy to answer you. As well as kindly support here, because what we have discussed previously, that type of support I cannot see on Safe Talks. Kindly support us in this program. This is only for benefit for you. Okay, as well as share what you have learned in the comment box, so I can also get some knowledge from you guys. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Meet you in the next Safe Talk. So thank you for watching.